exactly the opposite. 2017 maybe is my worst vintage ever, with a lot of rot, a lot of very difficult vintage. And 18 maybe will be my best vintage ever. So that's quite the amazing fact between those two vintages. They come one after each other. 17 we had frost first, so very difficult, lot of destruction of buds in spring. Then we had a complicated summer with a lot of rot. The only good thing about 17 is that I managed to get 100% of the Roederer vineyards organically farmed. So we managed, in a difficult condition, to get completely organic. And in fact, at the end, I think we had a very good result in the organic vineyards, better than in the conventional I could see around. So there is satisfaction about 17, but overall it's a very, very difficult vintage. We didn't make Cristal, we didn't make vintage, we didn't make Cristal Rosé, of course. So it will be a vintage of a non-vintage year, in fact. While 18 is completely the opposite, perfect summer, beautiful harvest conditions, no rot, every single bunch was perfectly ripe and healthy. And the weather at harvest time was even fantastic, so we kept very long ripening process, and in the end we have really the particularity of 18 is we had very little waterfalls in summer, so all the terroir really speaks strongly. The chalky soils, the sandy soils, the clayey soils are really different. The south exposure and the north exposure are really different. So we have in 2018 a large complexity of wine coming from different soils, and this is a beautiful situation to make very nice blend, because you can really play in 18 on a lot of different flavors. So we could really build super complex blends, and this is what we are going to do in the coming month, because we'll start blending early January, so in 1 month now. And but the vin clair are really fantastic, super texture, super round, and if I can do a comparison, they have the texture of 2012 and the freshness and the precision of 2008. So 12 and 8, beautiful vintage. That would be maybe the signature of 2018. If you look at the archives as well, 2018 has the exact balance in our vineyards of Verzenay, in Avize or in Aï, the exact same balance as 1959, which is in our case a very hallmark Cristal year.
How about the reserve wines for 2017 for the Roederer Brut Premier?
So we kept only the best reserve wines. We used a lot of reserve wines in the blend of 17, of course, for non-vintage, the highest level. Usually in Brut Premier I use about 25% reserve wine, but in 2017 I went up to 40-42%. So this is a high level of reserve wines, which was needed to strengthen the 2017 wines. At the end, the Brut Premier base 2017 is a very interesting blend, because I didn't make Cristal, so all the Cristal parcels went into the Brut Premier. So in the end, Brut Premier, and in fact I could have made a little bit of 17 Cristal, I had the quality to make it. But if I didn't make it, it's just because I wanted Brut Premier to be at the good level of quality, and it needed Cristal to really be at this level of quality. So 17 base Brut Premier will be a lot of reserve wines, but also all the crystal vineyards, which are perfectly located, very good quality, to strengthen the blend. So in the end, we are quite happy with the quality of 17 non-vintage Brut Premier.
One last question about the contrast. 17 is worst, 18 is the best. What does it, I mean, not for prediction, what does it mean for your thinking on champagne and making champagne?
It's quite, you know, it reminds you a little bit of 03 and 04. In 03 we had a very short harvest, a very strange harvest, and in 04 we had a very huge yields and very classic vintage. So maybe this is the effect of 17 after 18. After a frost, the vineyards in Champagne always produce a lot and make on catch up of the bad years. So that's resemble to this 03, 04, but it's really an interesting thing because we picked, in fact, in the same dates, roughly end of August, and we have two different opposite wines. So I think it shows that climate change can early harvest. My conclusion is that maybe early harvest are more difficult to handle than late harvest. Early harvest, you have a lot of sun. If you have too much water, the machine is working very strongly, so you can have the best or the worst. While if you are in October, the machine is much slower and it's more easy to manage, even if it's a cool year or warm year. It's easier to manage with shorter days and less sunshine. But it's very difficult. So the lesson of 17 and 18 is that you have to pick when it's ripe and you have to pick super quickly. Not long 15 days, 3 weeks picking as we were doing in October. But when you pick in August, you need to pick in 10 days. In 17, in fact, we picked in 8 days, which is the shortest ever picking. You need a lot of power to pick quickly your vineyards because it's one day makes a big difference.